I'm Erica. Welcome back to my self-care series. I'm a physical therapist, massage therapist, and yoga instructor, and I'm here to give you some tips while we're all staying at home to keep you well. And we're going to be using the role model method, or tune-up fitness balls, to perform these self-myofascial release techniques. So before we get going with the series, I just want to give you a little bit of introduction into the different techniques we use when rolling. A lot of people have used foam rollers before, and you'll find when you watch people, they just keep rolling up and down in the same direction. And that's only one technique. That technique is called stripping. So what I want to do today with you is share what other techniques you can do to help get the most out of your self-massage, your self-myofascial release techniques. So here we go. We're going to use the alpha ball to start. This is one of my favorites. It's large, about the pressure of an elbow, and it's great to get into the thigh. So I'm going to move onto my belly, and I'm just going to take this alpha ball right into my thigh, and I'm just going to hold it there. I'm going to find a tender spot. Maybe I'll kickstand my other leg so I can adjust just a little bit to find that just right spot. Ooh, there's a good one. And all I'm going to do is relax. I'm going to let gravity and I'm going to let time do the work. And then to facilitate that release, I'll take some nice deep breaths. Elongating the exhale, softening every other area in my body, making myself as relaxed and at ease as possible to allow the body to relax into the weight of the ball. Here, gravity's doing the work. And it takes about 90 seconds or so for that unwinding to start to occur. So be patient. Focus on the breath and come back to the sensation of where your body and the ball meet. And this is a really great way to start. And then from here, we'll move into our next technique. Our next technique is the technique I mentioned that a lot of people will be doing on the foam roller. It's what we call stripping. So it's moving in line with the tissues. So we're going up and down along the long muscle of the quadriceps here, in line with those tissues. Like we're stretching them in the direction that they contract. And that's stripping. And then I'll pause again on a tender spot. And to facilitate relaxation, what I'm going to do is use a technique called contract relax, or what we call in neuroscience or neuromuscular physiology, we call reciprocal inhibition. And so after contraction, we'll get relaxation. So kind of like a light switch. You turn the light switch on, and then after you turn it on, you turn it off. So what I'll do is I'll squeeze the quad. As I squeeze the thigh, I'll actually push the ball out, contracting the quadricep muscle as much as I can, and I'll hold it about 7, maybe even 10 seconds if you're counting normal, so that you get a good 7/1000 count, so that the message can get from the muscle to the brain to trigger the contraction message. And then after holding it, relax and see if you can soften in a little bit more. And that's contract relax. You'll do that about 3 or so times until you feel the muscles just give way. And I felt the muscles actually spread apart, so the ball went a little bit deeper into the front of my thigh. And from here, we'll just move right into the next technique. I'll just kind of clear the slate a little bit by doing a little bit of stripping, find one more good spot, and we'll move right into pin and stretching. So now we create a pulley by bending the knee, and you'll see, ooh, I already get tension. I just want to go right to the first barrier in my motion, and then down. So we're clamping down on a tight spot where the muscles don't glide well. And then we're moving the joint above or below the placement of the ball to start to like floss or tease those tissues. And you'll notice as I do it, I'm slowly getting more and more motion. And that's pin and stretch. So from here, what I'll do is I'll move into a technique called pin, spin, and mobilize. I love this because a lot of times the restriction of our muscles and the restriction of our fascia is not actually in the direction of the line of pull. So we want to take up slack on all the different planes. In order to do that, I'm gonna twist the ball. So I'm literally creating a vortex underneath me, building up pressure so that I start to get some movement on multiple planes. Another great way to do this, and I'll show you right here, I should have enough space, is to actually rotate my body over the ball. Try this on your belly. That's a real good one. So as I rotate, I'm creating a twisting underneath those tissues. And then pause when you feel like you're wound up. And then let yourself sink into it. Let that pressure dissolve. And then relax. And for the next couple of techniques, I'm actually gonna come to the IT band. That's another one people love to roll. So we're gonna use the next couple techniques to show you on the IT band. Oftentimes you'll see people stripping and stripping and stripping the IT band. So what I want to show you is that you can move on different planes there too. So the first technique we're going to do is we're going to do a plow. So think of a snow plow where you just want to push a big amount of snow in one direction. We're going to do the same thing with our tissue. So I'm going to start with the ball along towards the back end of the IT band, where the hamstring and IT band meet. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push down and I'm gonna try to pick up the tissue and move it along the balls. And then I'll do that again. I'll let off the pressure, come to the back, press into the balls, pick up that tissue and drag it forward. And I'll do that a few times. And that's plowing, picking up the tissue, moving all that tissue back to where you want it to be. And then staying with the IT band, I'm going to show you some cross fiber massage. Everybody does the IT band up and down, up and down. Have you thought about doing it side to side? So stack the knees and we're just now going to go across the fibers of the IT band. Try it along the top of the IT band, rolling in the opposite direction that the fibers run, and then do it towards the bottom. I also love, I'm just going to show you while I'm here, try a little pin and stretch. Feels great. And then the very last technique that I'm going to show you for now is what we call a ball stack. This creates a stack. So we'll have a ball, some tissue, and then another ball. I'm going to show you right here on my calf. So I can place one ball underneath my calf, one on top. I'm gonna come right into that meaty area and create a nice sandwich around the calf. And then I can do a lot of different techniques here. I can go up and down, stripping. I can pin and stretch by pointing and flexing my foot, or I can just sustain compression. This is a nice ball technique that's really great here, and it's also really great in the thighs. It comes into good use in the extremities. So here are a bunch of techniques to get you started. So come join me to learn some more. Thanks, bye.